What if I told you that some mornings I wake up and life feels more like a burden than a blessing? Or that I can't tell you if I believe in God or shoot, if I believe in anything? My name is Vaughn Frazier. I'm a creative brand strategist, storyteller, and writer. And this isn't a branding lesson. It's just me venting, I guess, trying to hold it together. Look, transparency and vulnerability is scary, man. Not just because you don't know who to trust, but because sometimes you thought you could trust somebody and they remind you why you shouldn't have. And so we learned to edit ourselves, even around the people who said, you can keep it real with me. And look, the older I get, the more it feels like the walls are closing in. It's like it's some type of invisible claustrophobia. And time is not waiting. The calendar just flipped and now the year is damn near over. And some days I feel like maybe I'm a Christian. Other days I'm like, nah, I'm more like an atheist. And I can relate to them more than the church folks. But I wouldn't call myself either. Look, I'm just trying to breathe without pretending, trying to learn without having to pick a side, trying to live life without lying to myself. Because I spent many years in the church and I have so many issues with that damn system. And even now as a grown man, I'm still unpacking things that happened to me as a kid. Hell, I recently even learned some new things I didn't even know I needed to process. And look, I clearly don't have it figured out. I've made so many mistakes, been immature, hurt people, let them down. I even tried to prove something to my family through having this perfect black household only to end up divorced. I've overextended myself, loyal to people who would have never done for me what I did for them. And I'm sure 5 years from now, I'll look back at who I am right now and cringe like, what the heck? But I'm trying, y'all, and I'm learning, and I'm trying to let regret become a lesson, not a luggage. Just going online these days, it feels like everybody playing dress up, chasing trends, posting for the algorithm, doing skits, trying to be viral. And honestly, I get it. There's pressure, especially if money is involved. But damn, authenticity, it don't come around from everyone. And people will literally morph their whole identity because TikTok said this is what's cool now. Same thing we did in middle school to blend in and not get bullied. Just grown up now. And we call it content. And some of it is just loneliness with a mask. And the world is heavy, people are dying, sickness is rampant, rent is crazy, folks with degrees out here struggling to find work. And then look who's leading the damn country. It's like, how do you have any hope when this whole system feels broken? And Kendrick Lamar said it best. Sorry I didn't save the world, my friend. I was too busy building mine again. I feel that. That's how I feel when people ask me about politics, what I'm doing with this and that. I'm like, yo, I'm literally just trying to survive. Because some days I can't even answer how you doing without lying. Sometimes I might say I'm all right, so I don't have to unpack the whole suitcase. And that's why nostalgia matters to me so much. Not just the cartoons and the VHS tapes and the classic films. It's where I go to feel safe, to remember what innocence felt like before all this weight came crashing down, before I lost people that I love and realized how final death really is. Just thinking back to my grandfather and him teaching me how to drive in high school, I had no clue those would be some of our last moments together. No idea how little time we had left.